3 wide, 4 wide. Drew P. Wiener. Oh, a huge ball. Oh my God, a huge pile up in turn 3 and 4. The big one in Atlanta. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the NR2003 ShitCup series as we present to you the second race of the 4th season here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, the Femboy Hooters 500. The track surface is worn and this place chews up tires and spits out egos. The real question is, who will be getting served victory here today and who will be stuck in a skimpy outfit bussing tables? Last week's winner, Joey Strakowski, starts from last here today, and will they be able to go back-to-back here in ShitCup? Ramilia Griffin starts on pole for today's race after a horrific crash last week on lap 1. Atlanta hasn't been kind to front row starters in the past. Can they flip the script, or will the curse continue? And lastly, the conspirator Rafa Hen is currently being threatened with 2 pending lawsuits for his involvement in the death of Anthony Tony Steve III and for paying Danica Skywinker to alter last week's race. Will he be able to survive the court proceedings? We will find out soon as we take you trackside for the command. To give the command here at Atlanta for the Femboy Hooters 500, it's the inaugural winner of the Piss It's What's for Dinner 300. It's Jeremy Isley. Thank you, Jeremy Isley, for amazing command. As we'd like to also thank the Agent Bagel Foundation for bringing us the starting lineup on the left side of the screen. Ramilia Griffin, after finishing dead last week, will lead us to the green in that Mountain Dew Dodge Challenger. We'd also like to thank on the right side of your screen our Clable Cult members. Thank you to all the Clable Cult members for making ShitCup and PissCup possible. You can click the join button down below to get access to emojis in our live chat, behind the scenes, and more. Thank you to all of our Clable Cult members for making the Clable YouTube channel possible. Thank you all so much. 65 laps of racing here today at Atlanta, and it's going to be exciting. The PissCup race yesterday had 3, nearly 4 wide racing throughout the pack, and keep in mind there will be a little element of strategy in this race as the drivers cannot make it all the way on fuel. At least it's really tight on fuel, so we're definitely going to have pit stops in this one if we go under caution, as the shit truck is going to go down the pit lane, making sure to tell you all to like the video or die as we're about to go around for 65 laps of exciting racing here at Atlanta. Ramilia Griffin and Colton Thompson lead us to the green flag. Huge Ass already making moves on the outside. There is Luke Big Papa Pickle making it 3 wide in the middle there. I mentioned it, 3 wide racing. We're going to be seeing it all day here today. As we go to the back of the pack, Joey Strakowski just kind of chilling there as they go into turn 3 and 4 for the first time. Ryan Gosling up the racetrack, and Ramilia Griffin, after finishing dead last week, is going to lead lap 1 here in the Femboy Hooters 500. 3 wide for second. That's Mike and Ike to the inside of Bernardo de Oliveira. Turn me on, moving into the top 5 with Ryan Gosling right behind as they go down the back straightaway. Ramilia Griffin desperately needs a good run here today. I mean, you know, you finish last in the shit ton of 500. You try to get the energy back after such a poor performance, as they're going to lead lap 2 here. But Mike and Ike closing in the gap here for Premarital Sex Motorsports. There's Xander Jeffrey making it 3 wide on their teammate. Turn me on. Bender M for Low Tier Motorsports. Low Tier Motorsports running pretty decent so far. Got all of their cars in the top 15. Speaking of which, they're 3 wide here with Dave Wilson. Win Nergenton and Dave Wilson have beef after Nergenton left the team in the offseason. As we go back to the front, Ramilia Griffin going to lead lap 3 there, as Mike and Ike closing in the gap as they go into turn 1 and 2. Xander Jeffrey still fending off Bernardo de Oliveira as they come off of turn 2. There you see in the middle of the pack, Huge Ass in the middle, 3 wide with Nagito Komayata. Ooh, David Deeg washes up the racetrack as they are 3x3 coming off of turn 3 and 4 here. Justin Perez in the middle there, and there's the Conspirator. Oh my God, the Conspirator right ahead, and there's Anthony Tony Steve the fourth. I'm very scared to see a member of the Tony Steve family near Ralph ahead. It makes me very scared. As Knob Shifter are going to pull in front of these guys 3 wide as Mike and Ike still trying to chase down Romelio Griffin for the top spot, and we've already entered lap 5 here in the Femboy Hooters 500. There's Biggest Dickus. We mentioned last week, and we mentioned in the Shit Cup preview video, Biggest Dickus needs a win in order to stay in Shit Cup. Good, the luck turn around here today as he gets to the inside of Turn Me On, coming off a turn 1 and 2, your top 5 currently, as Mike and Ike moves into the top spot over Romelio Griffin. Mike and Ike, Romelio Griffin, Ben Durham, Colton Thompson, and Xander Jeffrey, your top 5. Jeffrey's former teammate to the inside, that's Biggest Dickus, the Season 1 teammate to be specific. As now Mike and Ike into the top spot here at Atlanta. Shifter all over the back bumper of Pain and Suffering. There's AIDS Man Martin to the inside of Dabba Jingle Snatch as they come off the corner.
Yo,
Oh, they're wrecking back straight away! AJ Walker around! AJ Walker gets turned off at turn 2. And the caution is out already here in the Femboy Hooters 500. Your leader at the start-finish line, Mike and Ike. Contact for AJ Walker coming off at turn 2. And the shit truck is already out here. First caution of the day here at Atlanta. Let's go ahead and see what happened going into turn 1 and 2. Here we are on the Cobblocopter cam, and we're probably going to have some beef after this one. AJ Walker goes into the corner. Masturbation just dumps him down into Andrew Gaiman. And now Masturbation did get damaged there, but not a smart move there from Masturbation as the caution already out here. Not even 10 laps through, the Femboy Hooters 500 caution is already out here. We'll be back for the restart in a matter of moments here. Mike and Ike will be your leader. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Atlanta. And as you can see, we got ourselves a new leader here. Xander Jeffrey gonna lead us to the green flag. The top 12 all stayed out. As you can see, Mike and Ike for Premarital Sex Motorsports currently in 13th. Xander Jeffrey and Win Nurgenton gonna lead us back green flag racing as we are already through 11 laps here today. Green flag back in the air for Win Nurgenton and Xander Jeffrey. Nurgenton gets a great stop on the start on the top side. Not a great stop, a great start on the top side. Mike and Ike back here currently squeezed on that bottom line as they come off a turn 2. Jeffrey down to the bottom. Here comes Ezra Bass. Bass trying to get another win. Very slow off the corner exit there as it looks like Win Nurgenton is going to lead that lap. As we just keep an eye on those guys on fresh tires. Everyone from 12th on back. And here comes Biggest Dickus. Dickus making his way through as now Win Nurgenton slowly but surely pulling away. And look at Joey Strakowski up to the top 5 here. Strakowski trying to become the first driver in history to go back-to-back. Could it be done here as he goes into turn 1 and 2? Is there 3 wide? Greg Graffin, huge ass. AIDS Man Martin. 3 wide. Oh, no! Huge crash. Oh, my goodness. Bernardo de Oliveira nearly on his side as the caution is out off of turn 2. Huge hit for Papa Pickle. Rafa Hen, the Conspirator. Huge collision. Yeah, Big Papa Pickle's going to be out. Wow, huge hit off of turn 2 as the caution is out for the second time here today in the Femboy Hooters 500. Let's go ahead and see what happened going into turn 1 and 2 there. So here we are on the Conspirator wrap ahead. As you can see, is behind Danik and Skywaker. And look at Dave Wilson. Wilson's like, you know what, Rafa? I don't like you, buddy. I don't like you. puts him in the wall, collects Oliveira. Jingle snatch, young Simba nowhere to go. Dave Wilson might have just become a fan favorite with that move right there. As we're gonna go on board, Luke Big Papa Pickle, nowhere to go for the Pickler. On board, Luke Big Papa Pickle. Bam! Nowhere to go for the Pickler. As you can see, Simba just, oh yeah, Simba definitely got into him a little bit there. Huge damage for the Pickler as they come off of turn 3 and 4. Definitely looks like he will be the first DNF of the race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we were about to go to commercial, and look what happened here. Watch Ryan Gosling and Justin Perez coming to caution. Ryan Gosling not happy with Justin Perez. I don't know what happened, but beef between Perez and Gosling there under caution. Oh, and AJ Walker barely misses him. Beef! We got even more beef here at Atlanta. Beef and chaos. Definitely the meal here today at Atlanta. Oh, even more chaos under caution. Oh, my Lord. We'll be back for the restart in just a second. Oh, man, beef. A lot of beef here at Atlanta. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Femboy Hooters 500 here on the Clayville YouTube channel. A lot of cars involved in that accident, including Luke Big Papa Pickle, Rafa Henn, Dave Wilson, Bernardo de Oliveira, Ryan Gosling, and Justin Perez involved as well. Ezra Bass and Aidsman Martin, the only two in this top 10 that have not pit yet, although Texas Speed Limit has not pit yet either, but the top two have not pit here. Green flag back in the air. We did have a couple guys pit again under that caution. Very few. They're all towards the back here, including Cumshot Jones. Cumshot Jones actually getting held up by Rafa Henn. Probably a rookie mistake there as they come off a turn 2. Ezra Bass to the front of this field, but here comes Colton Thompson. Colton Thompson, the first one on them fresh tires. Oh, Texas Speed Limit nearly gets into turn me on. Nearly contact there as they go into turn 1 and 2. Side by side for the lead. Colton Thompson, Ezra Bass. Them old tires working out pretty well for Bass as they go into turn 3 and 4. And here comes Big Man. Big Man with a charge. He's going to move into second here next side by side with Ezra Bass on the corner. Make that lap 21. Very long race here today at Atlanta. Aidsman Martin falling like a rock on them old tires. Not much he can do. But Ezra Bass holding his own on the top side of 3 wide. Here comes Ben Durham to their inside. That's actually Big Man with Ben Durham to his inside as they come off the corner. Bass trying his absolute best, actually holding these guys up as Colton Thompson pulling away from the field here at Atlanta. Pain and suffering trying to make their way through this pack. Let's keep an eye on those guys that have not pit. Aidsman Martin has not pit. Where is Texas Speed Limit? Texas Speed Limit also has not pit. They're actually, wait a minute, Texas Speed Limit has not pit. They've moved themselves into second. Man, that 76 has a lot of speed able to keep up there as here comes Biggest Dickus into third. 3 wide for fourth going into turn 1 and 2. Maybe just raw speed is the way to go as Colton Thompson still leading, but Texas Speed Limit closing in as they go into turn 3 and 4. Droopy Wiener making his presence known as Ezra Bass falling off a cliff here. But for some reason, Texas Speed Limit looking really good on them old tires. Must have been saving them pretty good under that caution period. Aidsman Martin now trying to move his way back up to the front of this field. As looks like all these guys in the back, a lot of damage. AJ Walker, Bernardo de Oliveira, Ryan Gosling, somehow Justin Perez Perez looking fine, even though he's got a lot of damage to the rear end of that number 18 Red Bull Toyota Camry. And they've gotten single file towards the front. Now Andrew Gaiman into third. Biggest Dick is trying to get back to his inside as they come off of turn 1 and 2, now into 3 and 4. What a showing of rookies here as we got Texas Speed Limit, Andrew Gaiman, 2 rookies in the podium spots here at Atlanta as Colton Thompson leads another lap. Colton Thompson, a former Shit-Tona 500 champion, also won at Canadian Tire. Thompson very familiar with victory lane here in ShitCup. Can he get himself another checkered flag as here comes Biggest Dickus trying to get to the inside. Romelia Griffin, your pole sitter, now making their presence known in the top 5. Hugh Jass, Nagito Komayata, Bender M, and Chuck Sneed rounding out your top 10 here. What an interesting top 10 here at Atlanta as now Biggest Dick is able to get around Andrew Gaiman. Gaiman gonna probably drop back another couple spots as Dickus, the old fan favorite, moves into third. Texas Speed Limit with a run off a turn 3 and 4, trying to close the gap to Colton Thompson. As we are nearing the halfway portion of this race, Thompson still ahead. He's already led 8 so far, trying to lead his 9th as they come off of turn 1 and 2. Griffin into third. Hugh Jass. There's Nagito Komayata. And there goes Jass to the bottom. And Griffin just going to give the spot. I fucked it there. Great awareness there from Amelia Griffin. Knows Hugh Jass is faster. Here comes Hugh Jass. Huge run going into turn 1 and 2. Hugh Jass and Texas Speed Limit going to work together. Trying to clear Thompson and Texas Speed Limit. Going to be able to clear Colton Thompson. We got a new leader, Texas Speed Limit. We had a rookie win the second race last season. Could it happen again as the caution flag is out? Oh, huge crash on the back straightaway. Samuel Badman. Huge damage for Bernardo de Oliveira. Ryan Gosling. Oh, come shot Jones jacking off. Huge collision in turn 3 and 4, and the caution is out again for the 3rd time here today at Atlanta. They keep fucking it, ladies and gentlemen. Caution is out. Let's see, does Speed Limit elect to pit? Looks like he does. Speed Limit looked like the guy to watch out for. He is going to give up them spots and go down the pit road. Heartbreak for Speed Limit. Could not make it on them tires and the fuel. And that will give the lead to Colton Thompson once again. We're going to go ahead and see what happened in turn 1 and 2 that caused the caution. Another rookie mistake for Cumshot Jones. Look at him all over the back bumper, Samuel Badman. And he gets Badman turned, goes down in the Yukihara. That collects the veteran Yukihara. Jacking off collected. Huge hits there. Badman able to get it back together. Gets into Yukihara a little bit. And, oh, okay, all right. Bernardo de Oliveira, Ryan Gosling, 2 rookies. Absolutely shitting themselves. Good job, guys. Let's go on board with Oliveira. On board, Bernardo de Oliveira. Yeah, hold it wide open, buddy. Just go right into the crash. Good job. Shit continues to happen here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll be right back for the green flag here in the Femboy Hooters 500. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Femboy Hooters 500 here on the Clayable YouTube channel. Those involved in an accident, including Masturbation, Cumshot Jones, and the rest of these guys, all out of today's race. Ryan Gosling, jacking off, Bernardo de Oliveira, Kumaru Yukihara, another string of bad luck for him, and Samuel Badman there. The only one to pit under that caution flag was Texas Speed Limit, which means still Ezra Bass, the only one not to pit here today, as the green flag is back in the air. Colton Thompson and Hugh Jass lead us back to it. Thompson, great run off of turn 1 and 2, trying to clear huge ass. As we made it to another halfway point here in the ShitCup series, we'd like to thank all of you and make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching another day of festivities here in ShitCup. As Colton Thompson still leads Nagito Komiata in that second spot. Bender M into third. They're 3 wide, 4 wide. Droopy Wiener. Oh, biggest stick ass. Oh no, biggest stick ass gets turned in front of the field. On the back straightaway, Danik and Scott. Oh, a huge ball. Oh my God, a huge pile up in turn 3 and 4. The big one in Atlanta. Huge pile up. A lot of cars involved, and the caution is out again. Huge crash in turn 3 and 4. My goodness. Damn, there's not a lot of cars left. At least a lot of cars without damage. Damn. Huge crash in turn 3 and 4. Caution out again here. Let's go see what happened. Huge collision. It all started with Biggest Dickus in front of the whole field. Well, we got to come back off to turn 3 and 4 for this one. Watch Biggest Dickus. He tries to make it 3 wide, and at the same time, Knob Shifter on the bottom's trying to make it 4 wide. They're kind of ping-ponging off of one another, and Shifter just kind of keeps going up. They ping-pong, nowhere to go there. Wiener gets turned up in the front, and then watch the field. Oh, Texas speed limit gets demolished by Dave Wilson and Rafa Hen. The man who was just leading and had just pit for tires involved in this one. Let's go on board with Texas speed limit. On board Texas speed limit. Oh, he did a good job slowing it down. Just Dave Wilson ran out of talent, just ran him over. And then he gets hit by, oh man. Nothing Texas speed limit did there wrong. He just got absolutely ran over by a man with no talent. That being Dave Midson. Another caution here at Atlanta. Another chance of even more chaos breaking out here. Colton Thompson still leads. He'll lead us back to the green flag in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Femboy Hooters 500, and this is possibly going to be a ShitCup record. 24 cars involved in that crash, and we're going to list them all to you. Knob Shifter, Mike and Ike, Recky Spinhouse Jr., Mo Lester, AJ Walker, Greg Graff, and Noah Padnott, David D., Joey Strukowski, Anthony Toshi IV, Young Simba, Turn Me On, AIDS Man Martin, Dylan Matthews, Cumshot Jones, Ezra Bass, Biggest Dickus, Danik and Skywalker, Masturbation, Dave Wilson, and including these guys, Dave Wilson, Drippy Wiener, Andrew Gaiman, and Texas Speed Limit, alongside the conspirator, Rafa Hen, are out of today's race. Green flag is back in the air. My goodness gracious. Only the top 12 cars do not have any kind of damage. So the top 12, no damage on their cars. Nagito Komiata leads us back to green. Look at this gap right here. 12 cars starting back here. Actually, Mike and Ike was involved, but fuck it. He's like, you know what? I don't care if I was involved in that crash. I want to go back up and win this damn thing. As Nagito Komiata is going to lead with 25 laps to go here at Atlanta. Oh, they wreck again! Oh, no, but they save it! Oh, they save it! They save it! No! No caution, we're still green. They save it. Knob Shifter and Chuck Sneed. Oh, they're nearly 4 wide. Oh, no, Masturbation. Or, that's Dylan Matthews. Man, they want to discover a new level of fucking it here today is what it seems like. These ShitCup drivers are losing talent by the minute. As we go back to the front of this field, it's still Nagito Komiata in front with Bender M and Colton Thompson battling for the lead here. A lot of damage to Cumshot Jones. Could we have another teammate block for his teammate here? We'll have to see. Ben Durham moving into second. Look at Ben Durham. One of these ShitCup veterans. He wants to win here in Atlanta as we're going to continue to go back into this field, make sure they're not fucking it. Look at all these damaged race cars. My good. Even my favorite Noah Batnuts. God, you got to be kidding me. As Ben Durham moves into the front of this field. What a story it would be if Ben Durham were to get his first career win here in Atlanta. But here comes Big Man. Big Man. He's going for the lead here as they go down the front straightaway. 21 laps to go here at Atlanta. Colton Thompson sneaking his way back up here. There's Mike and Ike. Mike and Ike involved in the crash. Can he go from crash to victory? We're going to have to see as they're side by side, 2 wide. As they go down the back straight for the lead, 2 by 2, going into turn 3 and 4 as Big Man is going to move into the front of this field. Not a good run through 3 and 4 as Ben Durham, as now Colton Thompson moves into second. 21 laps to go for Big Man. And now Mike and Ike back to the inside. He wants to go back for that lead. Mike and Ike led a couple laps earlier. And even Justin Perez, he doesn't even have a rear end, and Justin Perez is still fucking scooting. What a beast. Pain and Suffering battling up there as well, as now here comes Colton Thompson to the inside of Big Man. 20 laps to go for these two. Pain and Suffering sticking it in there. There's Huge Ass. Knob Shifter pounded that outside wall alongside Chuck Snead a little bit earlier ago. Greg Graffin, look at the back end of Greg Graffin's car. It's basically pushed in, but he's still fucking running it. What a beast. The Felon into the outside wall. Mole Lester, Biggest Dickus. This is towards your 17th, 16th area. Recky Spinhouse Jr. in 18th. Young Simba in 19th, and rounding out your top 20. Ezra Bass, he finally pit under that caution, about fucking finally. As we move back to the front of this field, as now Big Man has lost the lead. Here comes Mike and Ike. What a story it'd be for Mike and Ike to crash and go to victory lane. He's into second. Thompson leads the lap, but look at Mike and Ike go. Big Man gonna send it in. What a deal it would be for Premarital Sex Motorsports to get themselves a win here in ShitCup. As they go down the back straightaway, Ben Durham, here comes Pain and Suffering to the inside. There's Huge Ass. What a run today for Premarital Sex Motorsports. Another lap led there to Colton Thompson. Colton Thompson gonna lock up. Most laps led there with that lap led. Great run from Thompson here today. It's definitely gonna help him in the points situation. Remember, Thompson finished second to last week in the Shit-Tona 500. What a recovery it's been today. Gonna get those extra 10 bonus points for leading the most laps. Big Man now into second. Mike and Ike gonna get third for Pain and Suffering. Ben Durham, your top 5, as here comes Justin Perez. Even with all that damage, he's still competitive. There's David Deeg. Lot of names you're not used to seeing in the front, that is for sure, as Thompson continues to pull away. Big Man, Mike and Ike, look at all these rookies in the front of this field. My goodness. Coming out party, that's for sure, for these ShitCup rookies. As now Mike and Ike, oh, Pain and Suffering trying to make it 3 wide. Perez battling with Huge Ass back here. I'm trying not to go away from the lead because anything could happen at any second. Big Man closing in as they go into turn 3 and 4. There's Cumshot Jones. Cumshot Jones will be in the way. As Thompson takes 14 laps to go. Mike and Ike to the inside of Big Man. What chaos we've been seeing. Oh, and the thing froze again. All right. What a series of events we've seen here today at Atlanta. As they're going to catch Cumshot Jones. Huge Ass with a huge ass send on Ben Durham, and Pain and Suffering. He's going to move into 4th. As here they come, they're going to catch Cumshot Jones on the front straightaway, able to get by him clean. Them sparkle paper towels coming in clutch here. Let me tell you what, is a lot of these drivers have already shit their pants, but he's gonna hold up. He's gonna hold up pain and suffering as they go into turn 3 and 4. Nagito Komiata able to take advantage of that. Justin Perez letting him know I didn't like that. As off the corner, here comes Mike and Ike trying to get the lead back. Damn thing froze again. Alrighty. There we go, Mike and Ike back into the front. From being involved in the big one to coming back and possibly getting your first Shit Cup win, what a story it would be as Mike and Ike's gonna come around to take 11 laps to go. What a story for all 5 of these guys in the front of this field. Mike and Ike, a rookie. Big Man's never won. Colton Thompson's won multiple races. And then you got Hugh Jazz and Ben Durham. Neither of these two have won races. And here comes the veteran, Win Nurgenton. Win Nurgenton trying to play spoiler. Could he ruin and dash the chances of these guys getting their first wins? We'll have to see. 10 laps to go for Mike and Ike. If Mike and Ike's able to hold on here, he's going to be defeating some of the best Shit Cup has to offer. What a story. Greg Graffin, even with a lot of damage to that rear end, he's coming to the front of this field. Side by side with David Deeg. Mike and Ike, 9 laps to go at Atlanta. Ben Durham closing, Hugh Jass into third. Win Nurgenton stuck on the top of the top side. Really good in turn 1 and 2. He's gonna be able to clear Thompson. Nurgenton picking him off one by one, but does he have enough time? He's gonna try and make it 3 wide on Big Man. Unable to do so, he's gonna have to lift on the corner exit for Hugh Jass. Nurgenton is trying his hardest to get to the front of this field. And now Mike and Ike under pressure from Ben Durham as they go into 1 and 2. Nurgenton unable to clear Hugh Jass. He has to drop back to 5th. Big Man in 3rd. Colton Thompson trying to wrestle away. That's 6 spots away from Colton Thompson. I have fucked it. Colton Thompson is wrestling with Colton Thompson. New level of fucking. Here comes Thompson to the inside of Nurgenton. I am going insane here. This has been one of the most exciting races in Shit Cup history. Shit has hit the fan left and right as here comes Big Man. Mike and Ike, the founder and owner of Premarital Sex Motorsports, trying to become another Shit Cup rookie winner. But he's got Ben Durham, the veteran for low-tier motorsports, all over him. 6 laps to go for Mike and Ike. If I'm Mike and Ike, I'm shitting my fucking pants right now. Big Man closing in as well. Mike and Ike started Premarital Sex Motorsports. Leica's going crazy in the background. I apologize for that. Ben Durham's got 5 laps to deal with Mike and Ike. Nurgenton moves into 4th. Oh man, I don't know if Win Nurgenton has enough time to get to Mike and Ike. He's one of the fastest cars on the track. There is AJ Walker and Noah Patnod. These guys are lap cars. I don't know if they'll get there. 4 laps to go for Mike and Ike. Premarital Sex Motorsports was a staple of part-timers last season, as now Nurgenton gonna muscle 3rd away from Big Man. Win Nurgenton is on the charge. He was the fastest car last lap. Does he have enough time to get there? Mike and Ike's gonna take 3 laps to go. But does Ben Durham have anything for Mike and Ike? And there's Big Man to the inside of Nurgenton. Big Man ain't gonna let Nurgenton get there. Nurgenton's chances are pretty much dashed. And now Bender M closing in on Mike and Ike as they're going to come around to take 2 laps to go. Could it be one of those amazing Atlanta finishes? Here comes Bender M to the inside. 2 to go. The outside's been the preferred line. Can Bender M power his way by Mike and Ike? They're going to be side by side. Oh my goodness, still side by side. Big man into third. Oh, he cleared him. Bender M into the lead. Does Mike and Ike have enough time to get to him? White flag in the air for Bender M. Lap cars won't be a factor. Can Mike and Ike reel him in? He's got 2 more corners to go. I don't think it's going to happen. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Bender M. He's only led 2 laps so far today. He's going to come around and possibly lead his third as they come off of turn 3 and 4. Mike and Ike with a run on the outside. Can Mike and Ike get to the inside? Side by side at the start-finish line. Bender M wins the Femboy Hooters 500 in a side-by-side finish with Mike and Ike. What a finish here in Atlanta. Oh my goodness. Bender M. The season 1 driver finally has a win in ShitCup. It took him long enough. Bender M for Low Tier Motorsports wins the Femboy Hooters 500 after barely hanging on in the last lap and defeating Mike and Ike in one of the closest finishes in ShitCup history. Bender M wins here today, only leading 3 laps. Mike and Ike, what a performance for the rookie Mike and Ike. Gotta keep your head up after that one. Colton Thompson leading the most laps, finishing in 4th. And then you have your next page, David Deeg in 11th. Chuck Sneed, the felon involved in that little fender bender with knob shifter. Recky Spinhouse Jr. in 16th. Anthony Tony Steve the 4th, finishing in 19th. And then Ezra Bass finishing in 20th. Last week, Shit-Tona 500 champion Joey Strakowski going to get 22nd, and then Danik and Skywaker, the one that helped him, getting in 24th. AIDS man Martin couldn't really do much today. He finishes in 26th, and then Come Shot Jones rounds out your top 30, the last car on the track, finishing 1 lap down. Then you got Dave Wilson, Droopy Wiener, all involved in that huge crash alongside Texas Speed Limit. We thought Texas Speed Limit would be the favorite towards the second half. Not going to happen, and then Rafa Hen getting what he deserves. Eat shit, Rafa Hen finishing in 35th. Kumaro Yukihara, not a good run there for them. And then you got Luke Big Papa Pickle and Dabba Jingle Snatch will start on the front row for Pocono. Now, here are your updated ShitCup points, and with Chuck Sneed, the felon, in the point lead by 30 points over your Shit-Tona 500 champion, Joey Strakowski. What a performance from Greg Graffin, able to get 2 back-to-back top 15 finishes. Great runs for him. Anthony Tony Steve the 4th able to move up as well. And then, as you can see, my favorite, Noah Patnod, is in the top 10. Hell fucking yeah. Then you got Big man with his podium here today. He's able to move himself into 11th. Come Shot Jones in 12th. Mike and Ike able to move up into 17th. And Danik and Skywanker with a top 25. He's in 20th. Thank God the conspirator Rafa Hen fell down the standings. He's down to 23rd. Colton Thompson with the most laps led. He moves into 24th. AIDS Man Mountain rounding out the top 25. Then you got Biggest Dickus. It could have been a huge day for Dickus, but no, he ends up 30th in the ShitCup standings. We thought Remilio Griffin would capitalize on that pole position, unable to do so, finishing in 37th, but does move up to 37th in the standings with Kumaro Yukihara. Bad luck for Kumaro Yukihara. And then on your final page, the 2 biggest losers so far this season with an average finish of 39th is Bernardo de Oliveira and Luke Big Papa Pickle. We will be back in 2 weeks' time for the Piss Cup and Shit Cup activities at Poke Ono for the Poke Ono 400 and 200. I've decided to take this little break because I'm going to have a little bit of extra time to get both these races done. Plus, I need myself a little break, damn it. You know how it is. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, take it easy. Fuck.